You're live.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our June So Fun Club. We are so glad that you could join us. We've got a nice crowd here in store in beautiful Brea, California, and I want to definitely welcome everyone that's out there online. So this month is just like every other month. We like you to like, comment, and share, and we have 2 different prizes, and we will be giving away one to our online customers and one for our group here in the store. So that will be coming, but that's at the end of the video. So you want to make sure that you stay tuned so that you can see all the wonderful things that we have to share for our show and tell here at the store, as well as see if your name is drawn. We will announce it before the end of the video, and I will have a magic helper bring me the name for everyone that's online so that you will know if you are one of the lucky winners this month. This is valued at about $50, so it's a great gift for anyone out there. So this month, our theme, if you've noticed kind of around me and on my head, it is Americana. And I am super patriotic. I've been that way ever since I was a child, and I couldn't wait to bring in some stuff that is Americana to share with all of you today. Now, don't forget, anytime you need any and all of your sewing items, that you can visit our website, moors-sew.com. And we have sewing machines, we have notions, and we also have where you can click on the link for our So Fun Club, and you'll be able to purchase those things online. So whenever you need any sewing items, we are here for you. moors-sew.com. Now let's dive right into our theme this month. So Americana. And the first thing that I have for you is I have this wonderful charm pack. So this charm pack is made by Riley Blake as well as Lori Holt. It is her designs for the fabrics. And I made this beautiful little table runner here. So you can see I used those charm packs. I did it simply as a snowball, and I love the way it looks. Now, one of the things that I love specifically about this charm pack is that it's not the traditional red, white, and blue. You will see that the colors are golds and reds. It even has a little bit of pink in there. So these ones, let me hold it up again. You can use this specific charm pack all year round. It's not going to be limited to only July or any other patriotic thing, but it definitely works for everything. I love it, and it was a breeze to make. And I want to show real quick, at the end of this, I'm going to be talking about Aurifil thread. And you can see on here, I've used Aurifil thread to do the stitching to quilt this little table topper. And I'll be showing you more items with Aurifil thread coming up. Okay, so the charm pack from Lori Holt, let me hold it up once again. Retail is $11.99. But we have our very special So Fun Club price, and it's only $9.59. Keep in mind that for all of our So Fun pricing, I get to scour and make sure that we are the lowest out there. So our price should be the lowest that you see, guaranteed. You're going to want to pick up one of these charm packs. Okay, next item that we have is our Little America pillows. Now, our pillows are made by Bare Roots. They are a traditional sewing pillow, so it's not machine appliqué. It is literally done with handwork on your machine. So on this particular one, there's 8 different pillow designs. Now I have only done 3 of them here. Let me pick up the first one here. So the first one that you can see is this wonderful heart pillow. And let me turn it so that you can see a little bit closer. Let me get it on camera. There we go. So I've used some felt on there. And once again, I'm going to turn it over. You can see that I've used that wonderful thread that I'm going to be talking about a little bit later. But it's so much fun. I love digging into my felt fabrics to create something fun. I simply cut out the designs, put it on the heart, and then I did some free motion to stitch it all together. It was really fast and simple. And I love all of these different pillows that we have. And once again, I'll hold up the design from Bare Roots. They're all very small designs. They're not big pillows, but they give a big punch. So you're going to get a really big decorating punch for all of these pillows. The next one that I'm going to show you is this adorable watermelon. Now, I fell in love with this watermelon, but keep in mind, and I'm going to show it on the camera so you can see it close up. Keep in mind, you don't have to do this watermelon for the 4th of July. You can make one for the 4th of July and simply add another one with the traditional bright greens and pinks and the black, and it would be just as adorable. It's simply stitched together, applique once again on there, but I love this little decoration. The trio of these pillows are going to sit together for the 4th of July. And then the next little pillow that I have here is Liberty. So isn't that sweet? I love this pillow. And let me put it on the camera once again. Now this is done with applique and super easy and fast. You can definitely use the design and scan it into your machine and your scan and cut if you wanted to go that route so that it's digitally done on your embroidery machine. I simply used my decorative stitches to add some fun stitching to the white elements of it. And I used blue to bring in a little bit of that red, white, and blue for my threads. It was really fun, and I think it's a striking little pillow. So those are the 3 pillows that we have for that little pillow set. And once again, it's Bare Roots. Now, Bare Roots is $17.99 retail, and we have this pattern for you for $14.39. Just a lot of fun, and there's so many fun designs and elements and pillows that you can make there. I've only done 3. Okay, so the next item that we have is America the Beautiful machine embroidery. Now, this is once again one of those machine embroidery softwares. It is designed by Lori Holt from Bee in My Bonnet, and Riley Blake is the sponsorship. And Lori Holt has not really had very long her designs on machine embroidery, so it's a new embroidery packet. I love her designs. I love Lori Holt. You will notice maybe that the charm pack, we have this and we have one other item, and they all are Lori Holt and Riley Blake. They work together with the colors, and they're just a lot of fun. Now, there's a lot of things. I'm going to hold this down so that we can get it on the close-up. So you can see we have multiple items that you can make with this. It's not just a one-horse pony. You can definitely dive in and make things quilts, but there's a lot of great different projects that you can make with this. The first one that I want to show you is Rhonda Berg made this for us. It is just a little tabletop or decoration here. And isn't it sweet? It's got flowers. We have some flags. And it was done in the embroidery machine. And even the little leaves for the flowers were done there. It is done with a wash away so that they're nice and stiff and they stay firm. I love it. It would be the perfect centerpiece for any 4th of July decoration. Even the base is on there. So let me hold it down so the close-up camera can see a little bit closer. So you can see the elements. Now, Rhonda, just for fun, added the little pom-poms and the ribbons, which gives it a little bit more pizzazz. And when you do the base, you simply use brads. Everyone remember brads back to those scrapbooking days? So the brads are what holds those triangles together to make it nice and secure. So we have this item, and I'll show you one more item that was made by Rhonda Berg. So this is also something from that design, the Riley Blake collection here, and this is one that's featured. And you can see just how wonderful it is. Now, Rhonda made this. She used some pretty cool fabrics, And I love the way it's stitched out. Lori Holt does a great job at digitizing with Riley Blake. So once again, with this embroidery software, you can do lots of different things. We only have 2 things to show you today, but you can do so many things with this. Now, the retail on that is $85.99, but our very special So Fun Club price today is only $68.49 for all of these wonderful Lori Holt designs. Now, the next item that I have is called Silhouettes. Let me hold this up real quick. Now, Silhouettes is a product that is made by Laundry Basket Quilts. And the great thing about Silhouettes is they are actually for applique, but all of the different elements are pre-die cut and they already have the adhesive on them. So you don't have to worry about cutting things out. You don't have to worry about grabbing fabrics and figuring out what coordinates. All of that has been done ahead of time. As well as she gives you a base fabric in here as well. All of them are with batiks, and all of them have a wonderful self-adhesive already on there. I've never had any problems with it. It's all top of the line, even the batiks that she uses. Now this one is Silhouettes number 7, and I have a sample. It was so much fun to make. So look how cute that is. We've got a cowboy boot, and we've got some flowers as well as the American flag on there. Now retail price on this one is $30, but our very special So Fun Club price is only $23.99. So you can see on the center of this, that is the fabric that you get in the kit, and you're going to get all of these elements that are prefused. You just lay them out, design how you want them to look, iron them down, and you're good to go. I did do free motion quilting around, and I added the additional pinwheel blocks and borders just to make it a little bit bigger and more striking. I think it turned out great, and I know that you're going to be very creative. Who knows, maybe with this Silhouettes, you can make a complete quilt built around it. I love these, and I know you will too. So the next thing that we have is Celebrate America. Now, I love Bird Brain Designs. This is a machine embroidery design pack. It comes with a DVD in here, so you can just put it in your computer and download it to your machine, either wirelessly or through a USB. It's very easy to do. And let me show you the sample on this one. So this is my favorite sample that I have today. I love the way that it turned out. I love that it gives that old world hand embroidery look, but it's done on your machine embroidery. Super fast, super easy. I'm going to go to the close-up camera so you can see really well some of those designs. So it's got different colors on there. It's not the typical red, white, and blue. We've got some gold, some green, and black in there, and gray. It stitches out just wonderfully without a hitch. I simply added the pinwheels that you will see. I added those and then the borders around it, and it was just so much fun to stitch out. Let me hold it up once again so you can see the entire thing. It literally took me one day to put this complete thing together, and I can't wait to show it on my front door for the 4th of July this year. So once again, Bird Brain Designs, super easy, machine embroidery, and retail is normally $24, and our very special So Fun Club price is only $19.19. You're going to want to pick up one of these as well. Now the next thing that we have is another one of those items, Riley Blake and Lori Holt. This is called Quilt Seeds. Now Quilt Seeds gets that because it's like in a quilt seed packet that you would buy for your garden, but they have some great designs. And this one, being Americana, works with that charm pack that we have, those same colors, those same fabrics. And let me show you the sample I made for this one. So this is the complete size of the quilt seeds. You will see that center part where we have the 2 stars, as well as the 9 patch and the flying geese, All of that are included in that packet. Now I added the prairie points, and I'll show you on the close-up camera real quick. So you can see the prairie points I added just as a fun option. You don't always have to do binding and finish your quilts in the same way. This is simply done with charm pack size 5x5 squares, folded twice diagonally. I lined them up, stitched them on, and then I added the backing and simply birthed it and then completed it with stitching around. So it's another way of completing your quilts with a different look. And I personally, I'll hold it up once more time. I love the way prairie points look. I often make these on like old 30s print quilts, and my mom, I've given a few of them. So when I go to her house, she has one displayed, and every time I see these prairie points, I'm jealous. So now I have one in my own home to decorate with. So this particular, let me hold it up again so you can see. This particular Quilt Seeds packet is normally $9, but our very special Sew Fun Club price is only $7.19. Can you believe it? And you'll get the quilt seeds to make that quilt. You can also use the designs to duplicate and have a larger quilt. It's completely up to you how you want to use them. Now the next thing that we have is our herringbone towels, and it looks like I'm destroying the set, aren't I? We've lost our heart pillow, but that's okay. So our herringbone towels, I've made several samples here. This is our patriotic butterfly, and the herringbone towels have the red, white, and blue on the stripes. So let me hold this up to the camera so you can see. So you can see the stripes are already in the towel. This is the design that I chose to use on this, and it's actually an OESD design. But you can do it as a typical towel. I'll hold it up again. You can do it as a typical towel that you would have in your kitchen or give it as a gift for the 4th of July. What a great gift if you're going to someone to celebrate the 4th of July together. Print one of these out, stitch them out, and then you can give it as a really nice gift. The next one that I have is also designed by OESD, and you can see it's the same towel. It's got the same stripes on there. But I had Rhonda make this really cute ruffle on the bottom, and doesn't that jazz it up? The only thing that I would say about the ruffles is you need to tell your husband and your kids that these are for looking only, not touching. You don't want tomato sauce or other greasy things getting on them, but they're the perfect decoration for your kitchen. And then I wanted to make something that wasn't just towels. So I took that towel, I cut it up. You can see that I used the stripes on the side for our straps. This is also another OESD design that we used here. And I'll hold it up to the close-up camera real quick so you can see all of it. So isn't that cute? The little birds with the patriotic designs. We've got the flowers. We even got the bee in on the design things here. So it's that same towel though. The same towel that I used for the 2 kitchen displays. And I used just one towel to create this wonderful bag. I did some free motion stippling on there. I added a very basic stripe, and that's to hold and to make secure the straps because they're only so long, the towel, but you have enough to make a really nice strap on both sides. Now these herringbone towels are sold individually, and they are $5.98 normally, but whoops, let me go up here. They're $5.98. Our retail special price that we have for Sew Fun Club is only $3.96. You can do so many things with them, and I love this little tote bag. It's going to be the perfect thing for any 4th of July. So pick up those towels as well. Now the next item that I want to share with you is Aurifil thread. Now I mentioned it at the beginning, how we've used several things for it. Several of the items that were quilted were done with the Aurifil thread. Now you may have noticed this beautiful quilt and balcony that Rhonda made with the American, it's not the American flag, it's the whole country, Michelle. But anyways, we've got the whole country. She did it with appliqué, And you can also tell that she has that Aurifil thread as all of the quilting around it. She also used this wonderful thread for the blanket stitch around each of the states. Now, Aurifil thread is made in Italy. I absolutely love Aurifil thread. And when I finish any sewn product, I often think, how do I want it to look? Do I want my quilting to be shown, or do I want those threads to be kind of hidden? And more often than not, anytime I want my stitching to be shown, I go for my Aurifil thread, and I typically go for a variegated thread because I want that color to pop and look great. And if you look at that quilt in back of me, look how beautiful it is, the variegated threads upon it. It's just gorgeous. Now, variegated threads are all not created the same. Aurifil has a very distinct migration of the colors. So this one's got red, white, and blue, and you will have the same variance throughout the entire spool of thread. And I can't say that about all variegated threads out there. It's a perfect thread. It will not lint up your machine like other cotton threads. You may have noticed with some cotton threads when you're done and you go to clean out your bobbin area that it is filled with a ton of fibers. Aurifil thread, you will not get that buildup in your bobbin thread. It absolutely is a great thread. And once again, if you look at the quilt in back of me, it was used 3 different ways. It was used to do the blanket stitch around each of the states. It also was used in a long arm to do the long arming, which yes, you can use this thread in your long arm, as well as it was used for the binding. So 3 different ways to use one thread on one project. And I also want to add, this particular spool of thread was used on 3 other additional items that we have here today. Can't say enough about Aurifil thread. I absolutely love it. So our normal price for an Aurifil thread spool is $15.95. Our special price today is only $12.69. And I'm going to hold it up to the close-up camera real quick here so you can see how wonderful that color is. And another little tip that I want to give you, if you're ever concerned or wonder how your variegated thread is going to look when it's stitched, if you're doing a satin stitch or something, take a look at the top of the spool. Look straight down on it, and that will give you a guide or a reference as to how that thread is going to look when it's stitched out. So I love this Aurifil thread, and I know you will too. Okay, so those are all our wonderful items that we have for our Americana today. Then we're going to dive into our show and tell, which is always my favorite thing. And let me grab my quilt. So I'm going to go ahead and stand in front. So let's do some adjustments here. So this is my sample today. And with this sample, I have a lot to share about it. Now, I had a day where I had nothing to do on a Sunday. And what I decided to do was just to grab some of my scrap fabrics, which I have a ton of, and make something. I had been up in the morning, and I often will go to Pinterest to look for inspiration and ideas. And I saw this simple block, which let me show you just the base block here. It's right there. And that block focuses in on a half square triangle, and then it has other strips. Let me hold it up again, that you use. Now, when you do the half square triangles, I used white fabric and another gold color fabric, and it gives your eye something to look at. When you put them all together, it gives that directional diagonal. Let me hold it up this way so you can see it straight on, where all those whites line up, and it gives you an illusion of a straight line. So I love this different idea of putting it together. And I really loved using up a lot of my little scraps. Some of them were as skinny as 3/4 of an inch, and they went, probably the widest scrap that I had was about 1.5 inches. So you're really gonna use up a lot of your little pieces of fabric on this. So it was a lot of fun. I'll hold it up so everyone can see. And everyone out in our audience here, go ahead and line up for your show and tell. Okay. So now we'll do all of the customers in the store for their show and tell. And they're a little shy today, but we'll get them lined up. And I want to remind everyone, you can always go to, once again, moors-sew.com for any and all of your sewing needs. Okay, let's get the first one up. Yeah. They're getting ready. So everyone out there in our virtual land, remember to like, comment, and share so that you can be in the running for one of these gift packs here. And very shortly, we will have the special name drawn. So like, comment, and share away so that you can be in the running to win this wonderful gift pack today. Okay, our first one in. Come on in, Linda Kramer. Right here in the center. A little bit this way, I think. Come on closer to me. Well, I promise we won't let anyone hurt you.
It'll only be once. So I'm getting prepared for a friend who's turning 80 in 2028. Just in case I'm not up to doing anything, I'm doing things ahead of time. So this is a little happy birthday fabric with a little mirror for the purse.
Oh, what a cute idea. I'll hold that up so you can hold the other
I
things.
remember where that's from. Donna would know, but I don't remember.
Isn't that clever? Embroidery garden, I guess.
Could well be.
And you got a little cam snap there to keep it all together.
Mm-hmm. And then this is a happy birthday towel, and the design on the outside was the holiday towel. So I needed a good design, so I got rid of whatever the middle was. The candle in the middle was like for a little baby, and I stuck that in there, and then I did the happy birthday from just some kind of a font. So
very clever. I love that you used multiple things and made it your own.
Yeah,
good job.
And then this is the last thing. I'm actually going to do a different design, but it's the same thing. It's one of these notebooks out of the cork fabric. This one is plain.
Very nice.
And I'm going to give her one of those too.
It can be a journal for sewing.
Yeah, well,
yes.
I'm actually going to do the same thing. This will probably be another show and tell for my cousin's granddaughter, and she's very artistic. So I'm going to give her one that has lines and then one that's plain.
So she has options.
Yeah.
Very cool. Hopefully she doesn't watch this. Otherwise she'll know her gift.
Yeah, she's like 11.
Okay. Thank you, Linda. Okay, next. Come on over. Do you need help holding? Okay, there we go.
I made a lot of little labels. These are from the Hoop Fun Club that I have belonged to since they started. And they're great to put.
Oh, they're really cute. Hold it straight and maybe they can get it close. You can see that there's sewing elements on there. There's some scissors, as well as other sewing little notions. So very cool little accent to anything you make. And you make a lot of things.
Yeah. So I'm going to add them on.
Very cool. Very cool.
Okay. Also knitted another pair of socks.
Love your socks.
I didn't have a whole lot of time to do things since I went on vacation, but it's one of the girls was here. She's not here today. She gave me a couple of boxes of beads and findings, and me and my best friend, we made little jewelry boxes out of some of those beads.
That took a little bit of time there. Very nice. How clever.
And that's it.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. Okay, what can I hold? Want to show this first? I'll hold it, you talk.
Okay, this is the latest one, a Swedish weave.
Isn't this gorgeous? I'm always jealous when she brings these in.
And this is Jojo, a table runner.
Oh, very nice.
And this is sweet pea.
Oh, look at the bag. So sweet. Thank you so much for sharing. Hey, man, come on over. And I'll hold it for you. Which one do you want to show first?
This was, because I've shown this before, but since it's Americana today, I decided to put my Americana.
Look at that.
I think that was 365 fund, needed 365 fund.
So do you have this on your wall for the 4th of July every year? Yeah, it's very nice.
Actually, I'm going to put it in my window this year.
Okay.
I put it in my patio window. So, yeah.
Oh, it's
And
beautiful.
then I made prayer garden number 2. And this is heavy.
I'll hold it, you talk.
Okay. I did number 1, gave it away to a friend who moved it away.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the way out.
And I love your little prairie points on the sides. She's still here. She's just behind her big quilt. It's very nice. Anything else you want to share about
Yeah,
it?
that's fine.
Okay, what a great thing.
It's a program to my family.
Oh,
So we will be good.
how did we get in your family? Do you need help getting that? You good?
I'll take it over there.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Come on in. I'll hold the bag and you can dig stuff out.
Okay. I did a barn quilt.
Yay!
I have a barn, but I'm going to put it in my entryway to my house. And it's a 2x2. A company from Missouri came out and they conducted a number of classes. And they had a variety of things. And I did this because it's an Army Star. So the Army Star block. So it'll go in the entryway of my house. I do have a barn in the back, which is a shed. But it's going to go in my entryway. Nobody can really see it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I brought this because you could do so many different designs, almost any kind of a block you want. And so we had a lot of people in the area that came out to do blocks, and they were barn blocks, and they were absolutely stunning. So,
Well, I know from traveling in the Midwest and other parts of the country, barn quilts are everywhere on barns. And it's so neat to be driving down a rural road and see a barn quilt on some really adorable quilt. Quilt block, but on the barn out there. So I like that we have it here in California now.
well,
I'm sure you're not the only one.
Yeah, no, I won't be. I did want to say that I'm going to change that color because I think it recedes too much. It doesn't stand out a lot. So when you're further away, you don't see it. So I'm going to make that a little bit deeper.
What's it mounted on that it's so stiff?
You know what? It is mounted on something aluminum. And because the company that came out to teach this said that this is the best thing. It'll hold up. They use a Benjamin Moore, a plug for Benjamin Moore paints, because they said they have found that is the best paint for it, and it doesn't fade, and it's really more weatherproof. So yeah, but it's an aluminum backing. I don't know what other companies use, but they found this to be the best.
Painted on?
It's painted on. When you go there, they line it out for you, so it has the pencil lines on it. So you have to do the taping, and each area takes many coats, thin coats of paint. But while you're doing, the reds, you can move over to the whites if they're not touching. So it was an all-day project, and the company was great because it was supposed to end at 4, and I know I finished mine at 6:30. And they were wonderful, and because they were here for 3 days at different locations, if you didn't finish yours at the location you were working, you could go to a different location and finish it. They were absolutely wonderful. So
It's beautiful.
thank you. Enough time. Yeah, I'll go this way.
Okay, Marilyn, come on in. And you're all patriotic. You dress for the occasion.
I did. So my first thing is a table liner by
Designed by Juju. So
Love that. Let
and
me
then
fold that.
that. So we can do, I see that you have something bigger to share.
Yeah, I finally finished it. It was one of Desiree's 100-day stitching.
Uh-huh. So, isn't that cool? Anything else you want to share about it?
No, it just was, I just used fabrics that I had and I stitched it out a long time ago and I finally put it together.
I love the big eye fish. Isn't that cute,
Yeah.
guys?
Anyway.
Perfect colors, too.
Another.
Add it to the list for you. Thank you. Come on down. And you're dressed for the occasion as well. You got the memo.
I'm very patriotic.
Okay, it looks like you have a Mary Poppins bag here.
Well, first of all, I attended an event here a few years ago, and we made these bags.
Yes, I was
And it
thinking
was
about
very
that.
fun, and I use it all the time, as you can tell.
You even patched it up.
Well, no, that's something that
I see.
But I still use it,
Yeah.
since I love patriotic.
It's cool. I'll hold that for you while you hold up the rest.
And then, let's see, gotta get untangled. This is a barbecue apron I made. And my husband's actually gonna use this weekend.
Very nice. It's the perfect colors. It'll work all summer long.
Yes. And then I have a couple of pillows. I haven't stuffed them yet, but this is one. And that. And there's the other one.
And I want to show, look at these really cute big buttons that she has on there to secure the pillows. Isn't that sweet? I love it. Very patriotic.
Of course. And I think that's it.
I think that's it too.
enough.
Yeah, I dropped everything. You're not supposed to know that though. Yeah, we'll get it later, don't worry. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Come on down. No running allowed, especially with scissors.
No, I didn't have those today. Okay, I have taken one of Diane's classes about probably a couple of years, last year maybe. And it's the same kind of thing, but she looks like she's doing it as a table runner now.
I'm gonna hold it this way.
Okay, whatever.
And you can talk.
But anyway, I had fun with that. We should take Diane's classes because she always has something really cute to do. And then I had this mug rug that I made. I wanted it to be for the 4th of July.
Very cute. Uncle Sam there.
Yes, and then I had this little
Oh, look how
flag.
sweet that
So
is.
I made this little flag. And here, I don't have a lot of room on my wall, so I've been making little things to put up. Yeah,
Very nice.
that was fun. You guys had a wonderful day.
Okay, come on in. Let's see what you have today. You're dressed for the occasion as well. Yes.
Including the shoes.
Oh, wow. Oh, too bad they can't see that
I know.
virtually.
Yesterday, I decided I needed a little tote to bring my project in. So I stopped at Hobby Lobby. Stopped at Hobby Lobby and said, oh, this will be fast.
Oh, look how
Oh,
cute it
oh,
is.
ha, ha, ha. I had to de-sew,
Oh, no.
yes, and then stitch. And then, of course, I had to line. This design is from Designs by Juju. And this is, isn't that cute? And
It's
that's
adorable.
from Oh My Crafty. So it doesn't take, you think you're gonna save time by buying a pre-made bag? Takes a little bit longer. And then this, I got at Rhode, California. This is from Block Party Quilt Company. And it's a little table runner with gnomes. Very cute. What they do, it's a pre-cut squares that you get and you just put them together. I modified the size a little bit to fit my area and then quilted it with my machine.
Very nice. And I love the bag.
Isn't it cute?
Yes. And she started it yesterday.
Yeah, it's
Little side note
wasn't
there.
supposed to take that long.
Well, we're glad you got it done.
Thank you.
Okay, come on in. And lots of people say that. Rhonda made me.
Rhonda made me do this.
Rhonda makes you do it.
Finally made a bag for me.
Very nice, Nancy.
This is a small one. The first one I did was twice this size, and I made it out of sewing material. And it carries all my sewing supplies to classes or whatever. And then I made myself with bunco material, a bunco bag.
Oh,
To play at bunco, which I've now made 9 more bags, bunco bags, for people in my bunco. So,
very nice.
I
You're
finally-
popular. Yes.
Yeah, just so.
But it's all drawstring, it has pockets all inside of it and lined.
That's really clever. And I love the really big grommets that she has on here to tie it all together.
And the big ones are much easier to do.
Yeah. I agree.
Very
That's
good.
it. Well, thank you, Nancy. Come on in. How you doing,
So,
Jamie?
I'm good. This is Diane. We did the little, this was for Memorial Day, but I think it lasts through the entire season. But this was so cute.
Very sweet. Do you have more in the bag to show?
I do.
And I'll say real quickly for everyone out there virtually, you've heard the name Diane a few times. She is one of our local teachers here in our Brea store, and she does some amazing classes. So if you're ever at Brea, you may want to check out one of her classes.
Oh my God.
Oh,
That is my little girl here. This is the year of the snake. And when I saw this pattern online, this is from Rustic Horseshoes.
okay.
She has a lot of, most of her stuff is not snakes, but then I tied the ribbon around her neck so that she's
So is she
posable.
wired?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's posable.
So she could be lots of different types
Exactly.
of snakes.
And you see her little
Yes, I don't know
eyelash.
if we hold it really still. Can you zoom in to get those eyeballs and her eyelashes? Let me know when we're done. Isn't that adorable? Even like her little fork tongue there.
Yeah, so there's several different styles. So my next one is going to be a python. So we'll see.
Well, very good. Thank you. Okay, so up next, we're going to have the drawing for the in-store and also the online giveaway. If I can get that information. While we're waiting, Cheryl, do you want to go ahead and share something? Thank you. So first off, we will do the virtual name, and congratulations to Jackie Check. Very happy that you've gotten this, and get a hold of us at moores-sew.com and we will make sure that we get it sent to you. Now for all of our in-store people, I'm going to let Karen draw the name this time. So congratulations to our barn quilt person today. Susan Lee won the in-store. And we'll get that to her. And with that said, that concludes our June Sew Fun Club. I am so happy that you all joined us out there virtually and also in our store here at Brea. We look forward to seeing you each and every month. And next month for July, the topic is applique and glitter gels. You don't want to miss it. Don't forget moores-sew.com for any and all of your sewing needs. Until then, happy stitching!